This is what is supposed to be the Current River Bridge. Right now it is underwater. The water levels are at about 32.5 feet, and those are just going to rise. The goal is to start the trail here at the Old Sykeston Railway Station, down by Sykeston High School, all along Highway 62, and all the way out to Minor. No comment?
No, ma'am.
Did you do what you're accused of?
No, ma'am.
Did you rape that woman?
No, ma'am.
Nothing to say.
No, ma'am.
The floor is warped and they're pulling up the floorboards. As you can see right now, I'm actually going to step out of the way so you can get a better look at that. This is what the house looks like now, but I want to come around and show you how exactly hot this fire was. This is the front of a car that was sitting right in front of the fire, and you can see the home where all the wood burned, but this is metal, and this car just was ripped through by this fire. Musgroves was transported from here at the courthouse. He was being transported over here just across the street to the Scott County Jail here, but instead of coming here, he ran off into these woods over here. I just want to show you this tree that we found here off of Highway 61 on Moore Drive. As you can see, it's pulled up the ground and even pulled up a lot of the asphalt as well. There was about 6 bullets, the homeowner told me, and thankfully none of those bullets did go into the home and everyone was safe, but there were children inside at the time, which is very startling. This is 18-year-old Jamie Best's high school yearbook. She found it today under her neighbor's car, but there's another priceless memento she needs your help to find. You can keep the peanut butter, but another thing you can do is switch out the jelly for fruit. Cut up a banana and you cut out a lot of sugar. This is where they're going to get their keys, and some may say this is the key to their future or maybe the key to their freedom. So you can see students getting those here. Well, it feels a little miserable, but I'm happy that I get to spend the morning with you, Jim and Crystal. Let me just say the winds keep picking up and it does feel like little icicles on my face. This is Apollo. Oh, hey, how's it going? What's up? And he is my buddy for the morning. He's pretty heavy. Jeff and Kathy, people who spoke to Coker today, said he told them it was all for a reality show, but the only cameras that were rolling today were ours.
It was just almost a surreal experience. It wasn't anything that you'd ever expect to happen or even witness in person.
Lynn Winter didn't expect his Monday to start this way. Neither did Tristan Charles. He saw Charles Coker drive through a field next to his work, headed off Interstate 55 when Coker got stuck in the mud.
We went to go get a chain. He was getting ready to pull him out, and all of a sudden he jumped out of the truck, ran over to Youngblood, started beating on a window, trying to get in the vehicle, and then next thing we know, an RV took off and went up towards the airport.
We were having prayer in my office, and one of the guys hollered and said, "Hey, somebody just stole a motorhome."
Witnesses say the RV came down this street and went up to the front of the gate, smashing through and damaging it like you can see here. And then once he made it through this gate, he went over there and tried to get into a helicopter.
And was yelling something about TV films or TV cameras are rolling, they're doing a reality show or something like that. And he needed to fly out of the airport right away in a helicopter or an airplane. Well, we both declined, and about that time 2 other people showed up.
The men say Coker then jumped into Winter's SUV but couldn't get it to start when Russell caught up with him and trapped him in the vehicle.
The guy's saying, let me out, I'm not going to hurt you. And I'm like, yeah, you're not going to hurt me. You're not going to hurt anybody else at this point in time. So I opened the door and let him out, took him down to the ground, pinned him.
This is the fence that Coker allegedly drove through earlier today. They've put it up as almost a barricade because it's not usable. I spoke with the manager of the regional airport. He told me it's going to cost at least $50,000 to fix it. Live Local Now, Sherae Honeycutt, Heartland News. When the car line outside of school looks like this, it's hard for kids to know where to go. Poplar Bluff Middle School principal Brad Owings says their new system, which rolled out this week, it not only keeps kids off the street, but it makes sure they know where to go.
It's really disconcerting to get a phone call at, say, 4 o'clock and say, my kid didn't get off the bus or my kid didn't make it home. So if somebody calls me and says, I know where my kid is, I can say, using the system that I know they got off with so-and-so.
The program is a total upgrade from their paper and pen system. Secretary Taylor Arms says she hates looking at her old notepad.
I want to burn it. I think I might do that.
Now she can update students' end-of-the-day plans through the cloud.
It has been a peace of mind knowing that they have a direct line from the office, from their parent, and that they know how they're getting that home that day.
The way Kid Account works is each kid gets a card. It's got their name and a barcode on the back. So when the parent comes to pick them up in the car line, all they have to do is scan it, and it lets them know if they're an approved parent to pick that child up.
If there's someone who is not authorized who is trying to pick them up, then the person clicks another button, and that alerts the administration and the security officer that, hey, we've got something funny going on, and we may need your assistance.
Something grandmother Pat Liner loves.
I like it because it protects the child. You know, just anyone could come and pick up a child, and this way they know who is picking the child up by the cards.
Because more than anything, parents and administrators alike, they want to make sure kids get home safe. In Poplar Bluff, Sherae Honeycutt, Heartland News.
Jeff and Kathy, residents of the Starview Mobile Home Park, got this letter back in July telling them it's time to go, making way for a new development. One resident I spoke to says he can't afford to leave.
Moving day is most days at Cape Girardeau's Starview Mobile Home Park. Resident Guy Cook says he doesn't want to go.
I thought I'd found a place where I could be for the rest of my days. Didn't work out that way.
That's because property owner Bradley Schlosser wants to rezone this land from mobile to residential, saying he wants a nice development that would be an improvement of the existing one. Cook and other tenants got this letter from Bertrand Law Firm saying if he's gone by October 1st, they would give him $500.
Had no idea. Totally blindsided.
Cook says moving his trailer would cost around $3,000.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's a very good way to do business. I don't think it's ethical, for one thing.
Trey Bertrand owns Bertrand Law Firm and is the chairman of Cape Girardeau's Planning and Zoning Commission, which will decide if Schlosser can have his property rezoned. According to meeting minutes from August, Bertrand recused himself, meaning he didn't talk about it and didn't vote. In the meantime, Guy Cook just wants the ability to get out of their way.
It's going to be a heavy loss. I'll have to try to borrow the money somewhere, and I don't know if I've got good enough credit to do that or not.
Cook says even though the process is legal, it doesn't feel right.
I'm not real happy about it, but they've conformed to the letter of the law, so there's nothing I can do but go.
Cape Girardeau City Attorney Eric Cunningham says it's legal for Bertrand to manage the eviction process for the Starview residents, but not anything involving planning and zoning of that property. Bertrand tells me he'll continue to remove himself from discussions or voting on the topic. Back to you.